It's official. The 2019 Sunny Eagle NFL mock draft. It has been a very long time coming. Kramer Solo is my puppy. He likes to hang out. So I would have had the draft up yesterday, but unfortunately, Kansas City wanted to go and make a 17. They wanted to go and give Seattle everything for Frank Clark. So I had it all written down. I did everything I needed to do, and then I had to redo it because I honestly had Frank. I had Kansas City trading out anyway, which is actually pretty funny. But so we're gonna get into it. I'm not gonna really. I'm just gonna list them off as they go. I'll talk about Philadelphia's pick in another video. So the number one pick to the Arizona Cardinals is Kyler Murray, and I didn't want to go Kyler Murray here. I wanted to go somebody else, but unfortunately, I just don't see. Unless someone really wants to trade up for Kyler Murray, the only people I can really see is maybe Oakland. If the Giants really want to give up those first two picks, I can see it. But honestly, I just think that Kyler Murray goes number one. I don't see Arizona giving it up, and I really see Josh Rosen playing in a different uniform. So Kyler Murray, quarterback, Oklahoma, 5'10", 207, severely undersized, but that's what Arizona wants, and that's who they're going to go and get. Number two, the San Francisco 49ers. No-brainer. They're going to take Nick Bosa, defensive end out of Ohio State. He's 6'4", 266. Everything that the San Francisco 49ers they want. It just adds to the bolstering of their offense. There's a potential that I wanted them to trade out to go maybe get maybe go get a couple more guys in the first or second round. But I think at that position, I don't think they make any different moves. I think they do need to bolster their offense a little bit, but they go ahead and take the smart pick at Nick Bosa. Number three, the New York Jets. This was the hardest pick for me because I really thought the Jets would trade out. But I think the Jets stayed right where they are. They went out and got Le'Veon Bell, and they went and that was their big thing to do this year. The Jets can't do two crazy things in 1 year. It'd be insane. But they go out and get their guy in Quentin Williams, defensive tackle out of Alabama, 6'3". I believe he's 303. It said that's their guy. That's the guy that I think they're going to eye, and I just don't see San Fran or Arizona going from. So I think at that position, the Jets take the best player available and potentially the best overall player in the draft. Number four is the Oakland Raiders. I believe that their first pick, they're going to take Devin White, linebacker out of LSU, 6'0", 237. I really think they like him. I think they miss Khalil Mack, so they want to go out and make a move right at number four and take a linebacker, and to see if that can be the answer. And I don't think there's a potential for them to move out of there or maybe take a quarterback, but I think they're going to take a quarterback later. So number five, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll take Ed Oliver, defensive tackle out of Houston, 6'2", 287. The Bucs, I had the potential of trading out too, but I think they're the same way. They switch head coaches. They do a couple moves in the offseason. I think they sit right there and take Ed Oliver, and I think they're okay with that. Number six, the New York Giants. I think they take Montez Sweat, defensive end out of Mississippi State. He's 6'6", 260, everything they need. A lot of guys gone in the offseason on the defensive side. I don't think that the Giants go for their quarterback right here. I don't think they want to reach for a quarterback that early in the draft unless something happens. But unless they really think that one of their guys they want later they'll have to take them there. But I don't see it happening. But number seven is our first trade. We have the Miami Dolphins taking Dwayne Haskins, quarterback out of Ohio State, 6'3", 231. I think Miami moves from 13 with Jacksonville. I think they go and get their quarterback. A lot of people are saying they're going to bomb this year. They're not going to play, but I really think they're going to at least take him, let him sit, let him learn that, and I think they go out and they get their quarterback of the future. Number eight, Detroit Lions are going to take Josh Allen, defensive end out of Tucky, 6'5", 262. This is perfect, I think, for Detroit because I think this really fits into what they want to do, and I didn't really know who to take for Detroit because they could really go in any way, but I think that's the smartest move for them at the position. Number nine, The Buffalo Bills take Jawan Taylor, tackle out of Florida, 6'5", 312. I did have them wanting to take Josh Allen, but I don't think they can get a deal done with Detroit at the draft for the trade, so I think they just take the best available offensive lineman at the time and to really help bolster Josh Allen, the quarterback for them. And I think that's the best move, and I think that's the best move for Buffalo. I think it really is. I think moving their defense is good. Everyone wants them to go defense, but I think for them, that's a good move. At number 10, we have the Washington Redskins trade to go get their quarterback of the future in Drew Lock, QB out of Missouri, 6'4", 228. Listen, Case Keenum's not the answer. He never will be the answer. He wasn't the answer for Minnesota. Washington, with all the doubt with Alex Smith, doesn't know if he'll ever play again. They have to go out and get their guy. They like Drew Lock. They'll take them, and they'll trade to get in that position. Number 11, the Cincinnati Bengals go out and get what do I say? Devin Bush, linebacker out of Michigan, 5'11", 234. A lot of people said they could be possibly going quarterback or wide receiver or maybe even O-line here, but I think they go defense, and I think they get a safe pick with Devin Bush. Number 12, the Packers. I have them taking Greedy Williams, cornerback out of LSU, 6'2", 185. With the departure of Clinton Dix, I think they take a safe move. They take one of the better cornerbacks in the draft, potentially the best corner in the draft, and they go ahead and take Greedy Williams. And I had them to potentially trade out, but I think the Packers are right where they are. Let's see. Jacksonville at number 13. Obviously, they did the trade with the Miami Dolphins. They pick now from 13 from number 7. I think they take T.J. Hawkinson, the tight end out of Iowa, 6'5", 251. I think they traded out because I don't think they really wanted. I don't think they saw anything. And with Nick Foles being there, and also with Leonard Fournette being there, I think that they go out and get the best tight end in the draft, because we all know how Nick Foles loves his tight end. So I think they go ahead and they take the best guy there. Number 14, I think Atlanta Falcons choose Christian Wilkins, defensive tackle out of Clemson, 6'3", 315. I did have Atlanta taking a wide receiver first, but I didn't think, they're going to pay Julio. They got their guys last year, and I think they just want to bolster that defense a little bit, so I'm okay with that. And now I have number 15, the Denver Broncos. Original pick was number 10. I think they go and get DK Metcalf, wide receiver out of Mississippi, 6'3", 228. I really do believe they go get, and everyone said that they were going to take a quarterback, but at number 10, but I don't think they would. I think they would go ahead and trade out of there and get the best receiver, because obviously with Emmanuel Sanders, who really knows what's going to happen to him, and obviously Demaryius Thomas not being there, I think they go out and get the best receiver in the draft. Number 16, Carolina. Andre Dillard, tackle out of Washington State, 6'5", 315. Help Cam Newton out. The poor guy, he gets beat up and he gets absolutely destroyed on the line. This is a perfect pick for them, and I'm safe with that. Number 17 is the New York Giants. They're going to take Rashawn Gary, defensive end out of Michigan, 6'4", 277. I just don't see the Giants taking a quarterback this year. I really don't see it. And I wanted them to take a quarterback. I wanted to have fun with it, but I really don't think they do. So I think they go defensive end. Yes, it's very weird, but I think they go two of the best overall guys on defense, and that's what they run with it. Number 18, the Vikings are going to take Jonah Williams, guard out of Bama, 6'4", 302. Just help Kirk Cousins, man, because he got crushed a lot last year, and I think that's just a safe pick for them. So, number 19, we have another trade. The Oakland Raiders will take Daniel Jones, QB out of Duke, 6'5", 221. They go and get their quarterback. I think this is the big trade or the big surprising move that the Oakland Raiders do. So I think this is what they're going to do. I think they have no trust there right now. I think John Gruden goes and gets a little bit of gets a quarterback to sit behind, and I don't think that he's completely ready, but Daniel Jones, but everyone seems to love him, and I think he goes and he does what he has to do. So I think that's the big shakeup that Oakland Raiders do. Number 20, the Steelers go for Byron Murphy, cornerback out of Washington, 5'11", 190. They go and get a safe pick. They go and get bolster their defense. Just an easy, smart pick for them. At number 21, Seattle Seahawks take Mack Wilson, linebacker out of Alabama, 6'1", 240. Listen, they just let go of Frank Clark for everything, so they go and get another linebacker and place him right behind there, a guy that could start from what I see, and everything will be A-okay. Baltimore, number 22, takes Garrett Bradbury, NC State 6'3", 306. Safe move there. I really didn't know what to pick for Baltimore, but it seemed like if you're going to take anything, take an offensive lineman because you want to sit there and run the ball, so why not have the guy right there in the middle to take it? Number 23, the Houston Texans. I have them taking DeAndre Baker, cornerback out of Georgia, 5'11", 193. I think they're going to sign Jadeveon Clowney. I don't think he's going to move. I think that's just another safe pick for the Houston Texans. I don't see them moving really much in the draft. Number 24, this is the Tennessee Titans. They were going to pick from the 19th spot. Obviously, Oakland traded with them. They were going to take Paris Campbell, wide receiver, Ohio State, 6'0", 205. I originally had them taking a quarterback because you really have no idea what's going to happen with Marcus Mariota. He's been hurt, but I think taking a wide receiver, a speedy guy like Paris Campbell, over a guy like Hollywood Brown, he's a little taller, a little bit faster in my opinion, so I think that's a safe move. At number 25, I want to say Josh Jacobs here. I really, really want to say Josh Jacobs, and I never will because the Eagles will never take a running back in the first round. The Eagles, if we weren't going to take a running back, it wasn't going to happen. But instead, I think that, okay, I'm like, all right, the next available person. Who's the next really big need do we need? And it obviously was linebacker, but I just don't see us going linebacker. I just don't see the Eagles doing it. So I think the safest pick is Jonathan Abrams, safety out of Mississippi State, 5'11", 205. Get the replacement for Malcolm Jenkins and Roddy McLeod. God forbid he can come right in, especially with Corey Graham not being there or potentially not. I think the safe pick for the Philadelphia Eagles is Jonathan Abrams and taking the best safety in the draft, honestly. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts at number 26 take Jeffrey Simmons, defensive tackle out of Mississippi State, 6'4", 301, just bolstering that defense more than it already is. I wanted them to go wide receiver here. I wanted them to go Hollywood Brown, but I really think they really trust their guys, and I think it's a safe pick for them. Next up, Oakland Raiders take Dexter Lawrence, defensive tackle out of Clemson, 6'4", 342. Oakland wants to bolster that defense. And I think that with Dexter Lawrence, they get a guy that's decent, he knows what he's doing, and I think everything will be okay in that. I think everything will be okay for the Oakland Raiders this year. On the number 28, I almost said San Diego Chargers. Chargers take Rock Ya-Sin, cornerback out of Temple, 6'0", 192. You could see the Chargers going quarterback here, but honestly, I think at that point they take one of the best guys available. A lot of guys like Rock Ya-Sin. There's a lot of talk about him, and I think they go ahead and take him at that position. Next up, we have Seattle. Obviously, they got the trade from Kansas City. I believe that they take Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, safety out of Florida, 5'11", 210. I think, obviously, with the departure of Earl Thomas, I think that's just a good pick for them. I think they're happy with that pick. At number 30, we have Green Bay Packers. I have them taking Cody Ford, Oklahoma guard, 6'4", 329. I think that they really are all in on Aaron Rodgers. I think this is their quarterback for the time. This is what they're going to do. This is who they're taking. They're bolstering the offense, and this is what they're going to do. They're taking a guard. Number 31, the Rams. This was a tough pick. There was a lot of guys, but I eventually settled on Jerry Tillery, defensive tackle out of Notre Dame, 6'6", 295, big boy to sit there right in the line to get to the quarterback. So I think that's the safest pick for them. I really didn't see them going anywhere else, but I think it's a safe pick for them. And at number 32, we have the last trade in the first round. I believe that the Detroit Lions will trade in to the 32nd pick from the New England Patriots and go ahead and get their guy in Josh Jacobs, Alabama running back, 5'10", 220. I really think that the Patriots can care less where they pick in the draft. It doesn't matter to them because they're always so fucking deadly no matter where they are. But I think Detroit comes back in at the last second and gets that trade, and I believe that they go ahead and take that. So that is my 2019 Sunny Eagle NFL mock draft. It was a while. Like I said, I did a bunch of mock drafts. It was very long, very tedious. It's crazy to believe that a couple years ago I was doing 3 to 4 mock drafts. I mean, it just seemed like it took forever to do this one. So I'm very happy with my picks. There's a couple more trades I could have did, or there's a couple things there's a couple guys I really wish I picked different. But there's just some guys like the Atlanta picks and the Cincinnati picks, and there's just a couple picks in there that like I was like, you know what? Why even try to even mess around with it? The Houston pick, the Indianapolis pick, but I'm very happy with my mock draft, and I hope you guys are too. So, the draft is tomorrow. I'm really excited to see what the Eagles do. I'm really, really excited, and I'd love to live stream it, but I can't. But on that note, I've been here for too long. Go Birds.